Hello and welcome to Northern Undead Asylum. You join me, GRJDwyer. New series. Series 3, NUA 2.0. This is Northern Undead Asylum, like you've not seen it before. We've lost Wilson. We can't find him. He's in the field somewhere. So I am taking Hot Point and I am in the chair for your viewing pleasure. It's a very different format for Northern Undead Asylum. It's now pretty much live. So you get to interact with the show. You get to chat about pretty much anything and everything that we've got coming up. It is a brand new format, so excuse us if there are blemishes and mistakes. You join me extremely under the weather, but we did promise that we'd get this episode out, so here we are. Whatever Brock Lesnar has taken in the past, I have took 2 of. I have probably took 6 of, so if you want to see someone clap out on a stream, this is probably the place to do it. Coming up, we're going to be playing some Elden Ring, and we're going to be playing some Anno on the new and revitalized Retro Rehab. We have got some retrospective views on the Batman. I managed to finally get quite a late viewing in the past couple of weeks, and I have some thoughts on the film that I'll kind of I'll shout through, and why that was quite frankly it was quite frankly ruined for me. But we'll come back to that. As I did say, I am suffering a little bit of an illness. I have taken everything absolutely possible to get this stream out and out to you. It's a couple of days late because, as I said, I've been poorly, but I'm back in work as and when pretty much tomorrow. So as I said, coming up on the show, we're going to be playing a little bit of Elden Ring. We're going to be playing a little bit of Anno in the retro rehab section, and we will be talking a little bit about some comics in the Grand Archives, where I get to discuss I Am the Batman, and accustomed and sort of tuned to that, we will be talking about the Batman itself, which I had my experience quite ravished and ruined, which I will explain my reasons why. Great film though, so don't turn off just yet. So with that, enjoy the show. Hello, welcome back to Northern Undead Asylum with me, GRJDwyer, a brand new format of the show. I am feeling a little bit particular under the weather. I am coming back, but this will be a condensed version of a show that we've been promising you for quite a long time. Northern Undead Asylum is in a brand new format. This is Northern Undead Asylum 001, and on each one of those, we will be kind of going through sort of a topic. So today's topic would be PS5 a year in. I'm going to basically talk a little bit about the PS5 and a year in, but that will be
Topic of the day.
The topic of the day, and that will be a Stonewall feature of each and every episode of Northern Undead Asylum. If there's any other features that we've dropped from the old shows that you would like to see, or some that you would like bringing in, just let us know. As I said, we'll be playing some Elden Ring, some Anno. We're kind of discussing the Batman retrospective of that and kind of looking through some comics. But for now, we are going to kick straight into PS5 a year in. Now, before we discuss the PlayStation 5, I wanted to kind of go back to just over a year ago when I picked up Ghost of Tsushima, a game that I was told to pick up by our good man in the field, Wilson Rebello. Can't find him, don't know where he is, but I'm sure he'll pop up soon. Yeah, and basically, it was a game that I thought had brought the PlayStation 4 sort of full circle. As again, do apologise for my poorness and my illness, but we did promise we'd get this out to you. Excuse me, probably should have done the Probably should have done it tonight, but we're going to smash through it anyway. Yeah, so Ghost of Tsushima is a game that kind of, for me, kind of topped out the PlayStation 4. It used the best of the hardware that was in there, and I think you kind of get that. Sort of, you know, when you look back on PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360, we're talking consoles here, or you know, Wii and its later life, or sorry, the Switch. You kind of get those games that come through. So, for example, Grand Theft Auto 5, which has actually been re-released on PlayStation 5. But that certainly kind of topped out the performance of the engine, I would say, the hardware that was available at the time. And I think that was correct with Ghost of Tsushima. So that was kind of the bar that I was going to kind of set my expectations against in terms of how the hardware performed and how the playability went. And I'll come to the fact that they released the director's cut pretty soon. So PlayStation 5, I took receipt of just over a year ago. Played well over the odds of it. I paid an extra $4 or £4, as it is here over in Manchester, England, and I managed to get a tweet. So someone sent me a tweet with some stock that was available through Stock Informer, and then I managed to get my guys at Smith Toys to deliver me a PlayStation 5. It arrived, and I was not disappointed. It is a fantastic machine. It's been a year of quite frankly good experiences. I can't say that I've had too many issues with the actual system performance itself. I haven't had any overheating, any crashes, any glitches, apart from playing certain games which I think were the game's fault, which we'll come to in a minute, but you can probably guess which ones those are. But the system itself's been a bit of a pleasure. There's a lot of positives there. I think the price is decent for what you get. The design, if maybe just a tad big, although I suppose that will come down with later versions. The loading times, the SSD, the graphics, come from what I can see so far. The use of haptic feedback and the sound and everything is pretty solid. It's pretty solid, to be honest. It's been a great and good experience. The only negative I can think of so far is possibly some of the accessories. PlayStation 5 camera is, unless you are starting out with streaming, of which I would actually highly recommend it as a way of just solely streaming to Twitch on something that's quite easy. Was a little bit of a letdown, to be honest. At $60 or £60 or whatever, it was a little bit disappointing. Something that I probably wouldn't have invested in it had I known about the particular sort of downfalls of that particular piece of hardware. If you are just joining us, welcome to Northern Undead Asylum. You join me, GRJDwyer, as I am talking through a year of the PlayStation 5. We will be playing some Elden Ring. We will be playing some ANNO in Retro Rehab, and we'll be talking to Batman and a couple of things later. But if you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. You join me. I'm coming out at the end of an illness. I've got to be back at work, but I've basically taken all the performance-enhancing drugs that Brock Lesnar takes, and we are here to talk about PlayStation 5 a year in. So, Ghost of Tsushima, the bar that was kind of set at the end of the PlayStation 4's life cycle, made a reappearance on PlayStation 5, probably by the end of the PlayStation 5, people will be saying, that is one of PlayStation 5's best games. It's been almost remastered. It's the director's cut. It's a fantastic piece of art, actually, and something that is well played on the PlayStation 5. One of the games that I actually purchased the PlayStation 5 for, and was actually, absolutely ecstatic for when they announced it, was this one. It was Demon's Souls. If you know us, we're Northern Undead Asylum. We're obviously started out as a Soulsborne podcast, and I was super pumped for this, and I certainly wasn't disappointed. This comes with no frame rate drops, such as Elden Ring. It is a absolutely superb and faithful reimagination, could you say that, or rework of the original that was released on PlayStation 3. It's probably a standalone, piece of I don't know what you could call it, piece of art, really. It is something that has staggered me since getting a PlayStation 5 in its quality, the art style that they chose to go with, the mechanics, the combat system. For me, is sort of like a premium packaged Souls. Straight out of the box version. I think that Elden Ring and the guys from Software certainly took some pointers from Bluepoint when they dropped Demon Souls. They may have kind of turned around and said, do you know what, this game looks incredible. If you do manage to pick up a PlayStation 5, of course this is a PlayStation 5 exclusive. Certainly pick it up if you're into Souls games. You know, it's absolutely superb. If you're not, this is a great place to start. It's accessible, a little bit easier than some of the Souls games that have come before, and certainly a lot easier than the original Demon Souls. But yeah, that's Demon Souls, an absolute pleasure. Superlattives, can't explain how much I enjoyed that game. I have not got the platinum yet. I will go back and do it. But yeah, a superb game. Now, I want to come to a game that I think should have been solely released on PlayStation 5. Cyberpunk. I cannot express my sadness when this arrived on PlayStation 4 and I purchased it. It was not a great experience. Full of glitches and broken hearts. It was a game that I was incredibly looking forward to, and I don't care. You can't defend it. It is basically a tech demo for what could be an incredible game. It looks great, and you know, maybe in parts it doesn't. And you know, since they've fixed those PlayStation 5 bugs, those bugs for PlayStation 5 and the patch that they've done on Xbox as well, it has improved. I believe that the best way to play this game is on PC. Fundamentally, I don't think the mechanics are there, but I just wanted to kind of touch base on this and say that I am pleased that they've kind of done a PlayStation 5 version of it. I have gone back and played it, but this is a game that maybe should have been a PlayStation 5 Stonewall kind of bar, like, you know, we're going to take our time and do it. I know that there's a lot of pressure there, but I don't know, it can't be excused. And it's, you know, even though it's arrived on PlayStation 5, it's still far from a complete product. Cyberpunk 2077. Now, a game that kind of sat in the box and that I want to touch back on was Ratchet & Clank. I smashed my way through Demon Souls in all my flurry of joy, ready to kind of jump onto to my next game, which was Returnal. And then I thought, oh yeah, Ratchet & Clank. I haven't even played it. And how silly I was not to have picked this up immediately. Superb animation, fantastic combat system, funny, sort of like almost like a Pixar game. Obviously, I've played some of the Ratchet and Clanks before, but this, I think, was definitely the first use of the PlayStation 5 sort of hardware. Some of the explosion physics and some of the combat physics on there were quite frankly outstanding. A pleasure to play. I just wanted to touch on that, and you know, it's not probably a game that I would probably pick out if I went there, but this is fun for all the family. It's easy, you know, to a degree. It's accessible, and it's a bit of a joy, to be honest. And Insomniac did such a great sort of job on this that I went back and I said, do you know what, I've not played the Spider-Man games, and that is sort of, you know, I was kind of being a little bit loyal to the DC universe for whatever reason. I am a full-fledged Marvel fan now, but I went back and I you know, pulled out those Insomniac games, and wow, yeah, Spider-Man was a certain hit. Okay, right, now for the daddy. Returnal. If you've not played this game, I would empower you to go and do so. If you have played this game and you put it down, I would please ask you to give it another chance. There has been new mechanics put in there, such as the sort of save a save feature, sort of save a run feature. I was one of the OGs, one of the very few to platinum it without that feature, and I'm proud to say that I did so. It was a colossal experience. Returnal, honestly now, if you're watching this now, is by far one of my favourite games of all time. And I say that with not a single doubt in my mind. And there's very few games I can say that of. I can say that about Bloodborne. I can say that about the original Dark Souls. I can say that about Battlefield 1, I would say. I would say that about Tomb Raider 2, Wipeout 2097, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and I would probably say it about Returnal. In fact, I would say that it's right at the top of my list. Probably not my number one, but I don't know. We'll see what happens after the DLC. This is fast, it's furious, it uses and harnesses the full power of a next-gen system. It has retro mechanics in it. It has bullet hell mechanics in it. It has roguelike mechanics in it. It is fun as hell. It looks incredible. It sounds incredible. It plays incredible. It's Returnal, and it's a game that I fully endorse, support. Can't wait to see this universe expand. Love the story. Loved everything about it. That's Returnal. Pick it up if you manage to pick up their PlayStation 5. Now, I wanted to go back and sort of pick out a couple of games that I kind of picked up in between. That kind of landed on PlayStation 5, which, you know, gladly did so, that had been kind of making their rounds on PC and other consoles, and they made their way to PlayStation 5. I did pick them up. I haven't completed them yet, and that's Disco Elysium and Hades. Both very much games that I think will be only to people's sort of certain tastes. Hades in particular, you have to be sort of into those dungeon crawlers, roguelikes, and this one, Disco Elysium, is on its own. It is this game cannot be kind of matched in the way that it presents itself. It's one of Wilson's favourite games of all time. I have not, by far, not got as far as I wish to with Disco Elysium, but it completely enthralled me when I first started playing it. I don't know if the PlayStation 5 version of it is, you know, the definitive, sorry, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and you know, the new PC director's cut of it is the I think it's called the Final Cut, sorry, is the definitive version of it, and whether that changes much across consoles and across generations. But a game like this, you know, comes across once in many years, and Disco Elysium is something that really needs to be admired. I wouldn't say it's a game; it's more of an experience. But yeah, if you get a PlayStation 5, obviously, if you're looking for something to take you a little bit left field, but whilst there's not that many games out for the PlayStation 5 in particular, I know you can get this on PlayStation 4, Xbox, etc., and PC. But you know, give it a good go. And same with Hades. Obviously, it got Game of the Year. No surprises there. It's superb. It's funny. The art style is magnificent. The combat mechanics are absolutely phenomenal. It has all sorts of influences and all sorts of just great pieces to it. Superb game, a game that I will be going back to again and again. A little bit like Resogun, you kind of drop it a little bit and then you go back to it for a while. But yeah, fantastic. As I said, Insomniac kind of opened my eyes to the Spider-Man universe as well. Spider-Man Remastered is the definitive version in my eyes of this game, and Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Spider-Man Remastered, which can come as a package if you wish to do so. The performance ray tracing version is a cornerstone of what these mods that are within this system can do, and we're talking obviously particularly about PlayStation 5. So the mods that come in there, which are the performance ray tracing mode, the performance mode, or the ray tracing mode, which is separate, all come packaged within this game, and the performance ray tracing mode will almost have your eyes bleeding the next time you go and play sort of a 30 frames per second game. It is outstanding, almost flawless in its mechanics and its game. Fantastic journey and experience, something that I will forever I think take with me and say, yeah, that is how to do sort of an open world game. It did get a little bit repetitive near the end, but that's as you start to try and platinum it. Shooters, we've got a couple that are in here, including Doom Eternal, but as a fan of the Battlefield series, No, Battlefield 2042, that is not how you do a game. I don't know what team came in after sort of Battlefield 1, but, you know, itching to try and get yourself closer to Call of Duty is not what the fans wanted. Hell Let Loose is. Hell Let Loose is awesome. Fantastic experience. Super realistic. Amazing to play as co-op. You know, a Stonewall, I think a game that's going to sort of consume more and more people as this generation comes across. Hell Let Loose is a game that hopefully I think will continue as essentially sort of a live service, and they'll keep on updating it. I think it'll probably generate a similar sort of would you say clientele or fan base as Counter-Strike. There's a lot of serious gunners that are in there that have flocked to this game, and amazing and well placed decision to only put it on PlayStation 5. It works essentially fantastic with the hardware. We discussed shooters there, so we as I said, we discussed shooters there. Sorry. Still a bit fun. Discuss shooters. Deathloop is something that I wanted to discuss because it didn't actually take me. Arcane and Bethesda have done an amazing job, and I know it got a lot of people's game of the year, and people got really, sort of encapsulated by it. For me, they had a real opportunity to make something very similar to sort of Time Splitters. Time Splitters 2 is I'm a big fan of, and I know a lot of people are. And the original Time Splitters game, of course. And Deathloop, as a single player game, is great. And as a multiplayer, for me, just doesn't really work. It's I don't know. There's a lot of people that love this game. I think I'll be inclined to go back to it. I did spend quite a lot of money on it because I was quite excited for it. But yeah, Deathloop, a year into the PlayStation 5, is something that hasn't had me as of yet. Whereas this has. We're talking about definitive issues of games, and Remedy's Control is absolutely the Stonewall quintessential version on this and Xbox, but particularly on PlayStation 5. The performance is absolutely phenomenal. It is a great game to play in the interim, and it's a great game to play when it first comes out. But this game is a solid 10. It's amazing on PlayStation 5, and it's been a pleasure to play it during the first year. We come to the one that probably a lot of you have been waiting for, Northern Undead Asylum fans out there. Elden Ring. Wait for it. Even though we're going to be playing a bit of Elden Ring, and you'll see yourself when we do jump into Elden Ring and play some of it. Whereas Demon Souls is like a masterclass on how to use system hardware. Elden Ring is absolutely plagued with bugs. It is. I know it's a massive game. Sorry, clicking my pen there. I know it's a massive game. It is plagued with bugs. It is plagued with a lot of what I deem needed. A lot that I think needs to be patched, basically. However, it is a fantastic experience. Elden Ring is awesome. We all love Elden Ring. It's amazing to play. Is it a Souls-born boy and girls, epic fantasy? It's. I don't think it's that accessible. I do think it is quite hard, and you'll see how not to play Elden Ring when we sit down and play that in just a short moment. But Elden Ring has been so far one of the games that I think I was really looking forward to playing on PlayStation 5. I expected it to be a real boundary pusher, and it just kind of wasn't. Apparently the PlayStation 4 version kind of plays a little bit better, but yeah, Elden Ring not as of yet has blown me away, whereas Demon Souls has, and Returnal has, and a couple of the other games have. Elden Ring I'm settling into, a little bit like I did with Dark Souls 3. Unlike Doom Eternal, these kind of are at random, so I wasn't expecting them to kind of go in any sequential sort of order. Doom Eternal is a game that I picked up on PlayStation 4, I think, but decided not to play it till the PlayStation 5 version. It fully takes advantage of the PlayStation 5 hardware. It is fast, again, it is furious, it is disgustingly beautiful, it is bloody, it is bullet hell, it is rock hard, but it's all about what I think maybe should have been next gen only. Bethesda's, for me, best release on the next gen console. Now, a game that certainly does take full advantage of the PlayStation 5 hardware, and a game that I've been enjoying thoroughly as of late, is Gran Turismo 7. Haters in the bin. Fantastic achievement, super awesome game that just never lets up. I mean, it looks great, it looks fantastic. Hello. I must say hello to my sister GRJDwyer, who was just like the stream. Welcome to Northern Undead Asylum. We are discussing a PlayStation 5 a year in. This is the return of Northern Undead Asylum and the return of my sister to the stream. Thank you very much for your support. Yeah, we're discussing the PlayStation 5 a year in. Gran Turismo, yeah, I think it's kind of used the full power of the PlayStation 5, a game that I've thoroughly enjoyed. And in terms of reality versus fiction, Gran Turismo 7 has never ever I don't think can ever be topped. I'm driving around in a Ford Fiesta Z-Tech, whilst on the game I am driving around in a what am I driving at the moment? I'm driving a Lamborghini Aventador that I've spent nearly $1 million on. Not real money. I've actually spent $7.99 of real money. Pathetic, I know. Gran Turismo 7. Honourable mention to a game that I picked up, Capcom's Scarlet Nexus. Really liked it. I've not included sort of Devil May Cry 5 and stuff like that with the games that I kind of went late on with on PlayStation 4, but this is a game that I picked up on PlayStation 5. I do know it's available for PlayStation 4, etc. But it was a pretty good. It was quite a pleasure to play, to be honest, and probably would mean that I would go now and pick up another game that I've been recommended. It's like sort of a bit new to me, some of these games, and that would be Tales of Arise. So an honourable mention to Scarlet Nexus. So that is the games that I have been sort of playing on PlayStation 5 a year in. As I mentioned previous, the hardware is exceptional. Not got much to complain about, to be honest. If you want to see everything that I said about the PlayStation 5, you could go back and you could have a sort of a watch of that. Thank you, Cathedral Lomas. Thank you very much for joining the stream. You join us on Northern Undead Asylum. This is and was a Soulsborne inspired podcast, and we will be kind of delving into that a little bit just after this short break and word from our sponsors, and then we will be playing some Elden Ring. So join us then.
Oh yeah! What up, Passion Ones? I'm Bruce Springwater, founder and CEO of From Soft Drinks, and I'm here to tell you today how perfect, delicious, and exceptional in promise new Elden Spring Water is. That's right, it's Elden Spring. And you want to know what the best thing is about Elden Spring? No matter how much you wanted to quench that soulborn itch, no matter how much you bitch and how much you cry, you Elden Spring, well, it ain't ever coming out. Pre-order today, new Elden Spring, it ain't ever coming out. Groovy, is that a rap? Awesome, let's get it.
Hello and welcome back to Northern Under Asylum. How wrong Bruce Springwater was. It did come out. It did come out, so Bruce Springwater probably needs to update his advertisements. Just excuse me 1 second. I just need to bring this in a little bit, don't I? Welcome back. You nearly couldn't see me then. I was sat in the lands between somewhere. Welcome back to Northern Under Asylum. You join me, GRJDwyer, with a little bit of Elden Ring. It's about time we played a bit of this game. I have sort of set out a little bit of a path. So obviously, being an open world game, Elden Ring would benefit greatly from some sort of linear paths if you were doing some videos for people. I am in the Atreus Plateau. This is whereabouts I'm up to now. I'm fighting the stupid tree sentinel that I will show you exactly how I am doing a little bit later on. But for now, if you are playing this game, I'm going to show you something that once you get up the elevator of Decatus, or whatever it's called, I actually went round the other way. If you see these two guys here, you've probably fought a couple of them before. These guys are basically slow-ass giants that you can take down quite a few times because they are one of the very few larger enemies that respawns. So, if this goes how I think it should, we should be able to show you how to basically level up a little bit. And no, it's not going to go the way that we planned because, of course, it's not. He should fall to his melee death. I can't even get to him. This is exactly what we were talking about with Elden Ring glitches. I must have done this like 5 times or something, right? And he did not fall into the stairs. Maybe he's had too much to drink today, I don't know. But this is not going as we thought it was going to go. It should be going a lot quicker than this, but it is what it is. So basically you can take that one down pretty easy. And then if we are clever enough, keeping in mind that I am not amazing at this game. Yeah, so these golems guys, these golem guys, they drop great arrows and they dropped big arrows and they drop some pretty big bows that you can get later on. This is definitely not going to go to plan either. But if you come up the lift of Decatus, these two guys are basically stood here. And if you are relatively quick enough, you can take them down with, I wouldn't say ease, because there's definitely some difficulty to it. But if you're struggling, like I am, you can kind of get them before they manage to have a good go at you, and you can go bang. You are Green, welcome to the stream. You welcome us on Northern Undead Asylum. And Joe, welcome to the stream itself. You join us on Northern Undead Asylum. We have been chatting. I have no idea what that is. It's having a go. But basically, we've been chatting about a year with the PlayStation 5, and now we're here to kind of play a little bit of Elden Ring. And I just wanted to show you something that I kind of found out. No one likes to sort of spam an area, but these guys do respawn. And when you get up the lift of sort of Decatus, I've kind of found that this is like sort of the second area to the game. I need to sort out my inventory. But basically, these guys are pretty much, you can kind of take them down pretty quick. So we'll just kind of run through it again without the glitch itself, and then we'll move on to what we actually intended to do in the first place, and that is to help those who came before us through the Lucaria side. So Renalia, Queen of the Moon, we're going to give some guys, it's not worked out again. Basically, I've been taking this guy down in one shot, pretty much. He goes down like that, and then I'm not going to be able to get to him again. This is not the first bullshit that I've found on this game today. It has absolutely crushed me. I'm going to show you what is a new segment to the show called How Not to Play Elden Ring. Right. And I'll come to that bit in a minute. This guy's got to fall. Right, this is... So I intended to start this stream, right, by me showing you this amazing thing, like when you get to the Atreus Plateau, or whatever it's called, where you can kind of jog around and you can take out these two guys here. Right, maybe they're just easier during the day. I would say that they're probably easier during the day. We're going to ride round on our horse. We'll give it one more go of showing the world how to level up using these two golems. Excuse me, guys. I have been fighting poison in the swamps. I've been poorly, but I have got whatever Brock Lesnar has. I've took about 6 of. So to get the stream out to you. Probably the reason is that I've not gone double-handed and I've not gone in quick enough. No. Do it again. Right, fall over. Right, that's not as hard as we made it look last time. We can take him down. And what you'll notice is that the other guy doesn't really move. Well, he doesn't move at all. He doesn't seem at all bothered that his mate's just been destroyed by Princess Leia. That's what we're having here. Guys, just joined the stream. Thank you for the interactions and the likes. This is Northern Undead Asylum. We're just going to chill behind this golem whilst I sort of explain what we're about. We used to be a we used to be a Dark Souls sort of Soulsborne inspired sort of cast and sort of streaming guys, whatever you want to call it. But now I've sort of taken the hot seat. Things have kind of changed a little bit. So we now have a little bit in the show where we kind of talk about subjects. So if you want to go back and watch that, it was a year with the PlayStation 5 where I kind of talk about some of the games, the hardware. And now you get to join us for a bit of Elden Ring, which I have developed a bit of a linear path for. So I thought I'll show you a little bit of a spamming area if you get to this area. And then we'll go and help some other people out. And then we'll try and basically defeat a boss that I've been trying to defeat. And if we do it, amazing, all good. We move on to Retro Rehab, which is a game that called ANNO that we're going to play. But yeah, so we've got to try and get there as soon as possible. So me waffling and talking is not doing any help there. Jake, welcome to the stream. Loppy, welcome to the stream, and Catherine, welcome to the stream. This is Elden Ring. This is me trying to show you how to spam a bit of an area, and I've done it wrong again because I should have gone in with the magic. But basically, you can take these guys down. I'm going to get bullied here. This is the first part of my planned explanation of how to, once you're at Atreyu Plateau, whatever it's called, once you get there, how you could basically benefit from taking these two golems down. I wanted to kind of show you how we could do that and repeatedly do it quite quickly. No. Instead, we've made mealy hard work from it. We've made it look ridiculously stupid, and we've died twice. So it is what it is, and he's still not dead. Which is just proving my point absolutely null and void. And I'm dead. Again. So that's not how to do that. That is not how to play Dark Souls. Elden Ring. Of which I will show you how, in fact, not to play. This was from earlier on today. We will go back. In fact, no, what we'll do is we'll keep tuned for that, because I will show you what I like to call a bull cam. Right, so basically I was fighting a boss today, and I don't think anyone ever has got the health lower than what I did today. Paul Whip Day. I did die. I consistently die on this game. Paul, welcome to the stream. This is Northern Undead Asylum 2.0. A new format for the show. We are going to be moving on with the sort of linear path that I was going to set myself, and we're going to kind of help some people out in Raya Lucaria. So I have defeated Renala, Queen of the Moon, or Princess of the Moon, and I'm going to go back and basically try and help someone else in the way that I was helped. So Mark 1 of 2 was not complete. So we basically tried to show people how to get a load of souls on the Atreyu Plateau, whatever it's called, by destroying the 2 golems, which respawn again and again and again. No, died too many times, made it look stupid, didn't work out. You died, we all died. So this is part 2. So now we're going to try and help somebody that needs help with Renala, Queen of the Moon, or Princess of the Moon, or Resider of the Moon. We should pick up someone pretty easily, I would have thought. This is pretty much Elden Ring period game time, but it is what it is. You are being summoned to another world. Before we go into another world, I would like to share with you an incredible fact that came across today. People from the south of England have told me this. There is no such thing as pear cider. Doesn't exist. Don't ask me why. I know that, and what use that information could be, but it's some information that I thought I'd pass to you. I think I might write in one of the messages that people leave for each other. Basically, if you click that now, it should say there is no such thing as pear cider. Apparently, it is apple cider with flavouring. It is what it is. I found that out a couple of days ago. It is what it is. Can we go and fight the boss, please? Nope. He's waiting for a third wheel. Host of Fingers bent. He's not happy with the fact that I am incredibly awesome at this game and that I decided to run around with no shield and a sword that is far too big for my person. It is what it is. Shout out to Liam and Marin, who have joined us on Twitch, I do think. Welcome to the stream. Northern Undead Asylum Soulsborne sort of inspired podcast that is no more. And now we just kind of walk around and wait for Ben to decide that we are going to challenge this boss. So, if you've not done this boss before and you don't want to see it, probably look away now. Spoiler alert. If you have done this boss before, then spoiler alert, I will probably die in the process of trying to attempt to help to kill this boss. Furled Finger, Salos, and Host of Fingers Ben. Let's get to it. Let's kick some ass. Renala, Queen of the Full Moon. We did not address her in the right context. Here we go. So basically, the name of this boss is Attack the Harry Potters with the gold things around them. Like, that guy knows, but the guy that doesn't, we need to get out of there, because that will kill us. Oh, no. Harry Potter's... Let me just... I need to sort out my inventory because it's definitely hindering me. Our friend has just fallen to her pretty much phase death. I'm getting out of here because we're all going to die. Got to watch for that. And then here we go again. He's throwing books at people. He smashed Harry Potter in the face and his pottery friends until Renala falls, and then we can attack Renala, Queen of the Full Moon, and then get out the second phase, which is a little bit harder, and I think I will probably act as bait in. I will basically running around taking the shots so that others don't have to, because I'm a nice guy like that. And there's Renala, she has just fallen to her death once more. We can take some of that down. Yeah, there we go. Right, so we've reached the second phase of the boss. We're always going to reach the second phase of the boss when there's 3 of us spamming it. If you know anything about that boss whatsoever, you'll smash through it quite easy. This is the hard part. Right, I'm not really equipped for this boss, so I will be spending most of my time evading the attacks in the hope that it doesn't die. She's very not weak to magic, but she seems to take that not too well, so maybe we use a bit of these. Seems to stagger her, which is good. Oh, she's done for. She's done for. We might actually do this, to be fair, quite quickly. Making the game look super easy. She's not being given a chance to really do anything. so we might as well take her down. That's it. We have done it. She's dead. We made that boss look super easy between the three of us. These guys do know that if you want to beat that boss, you basically have to spam it to death and not let her do anything in the second phase. Done. There's a second phase done. We get a rune arc. We get a full calling finger remedy. So number one was kind of done in a sort of weird way, and we have now helped somebody do rune, so we can move on to the next part of our Elden Ring linear path, which will be this. So my next quest is to, I don't think that's actually the guy that we want. We're looking for the Erdtree dude. I'm probably looking in the wrong way. Definitely not up there. You don't want to go up there. That's pretty hard. Church of Merchant Kale. Yeah. We should have the minor Erdtree somewhere. Agil Lake South. Ah, it's up here. Right. I think that's our. That's how we go. The minor Erdtree. So basically, the third part of my Elden Ring video today, of our linear path, is that we will be taking on the minor Erdtree. Now, I tried to take on the minor Erdtree today, and I will now show you what happened when I tried to take on the minor Erdtree. This is How Not to Play Elden Ring Episode 1.
Yeah. Care about the like 2 minutes. fuck has that come from? Bullshit. Stuck. Big bullshit right there, I think.
Yep, so that was basically my attempt at the air tree. One of the great things about the PlayStation 5 is that it picks up your voice using the control pad, but really badly. Something that I probably should mute, to be fair. But basically, I that is how not to Elden Ring. Run around, have absolutely no idea what you're doing. Just smash and grab, get greedy, and then die when you're on 0.0001% of the boss's health. So we're going back for some revenge, and you join me as we go and try and sack the minor tree, or the tree avatar, I think it is actually called. We're going to try and do this in one, because I think we are capable, but we're here for the victory. We're not here for any other reason. Those guys we probably need to take down, because one of them did follow me in. I don't know if you noticed, but then got absolutely smashed by the air tree itself. So I don't know how many of these guys are lying about. But yeah, let's go for the really angry wooden vagina and see if we can take him down. I don't know if it would work with the horse. I don't think it's any better. But we're gonna have a good go. We will probably die, so let's give the minor air tree a good go, and let's see what we can do. But, you know, probably should change out my. We know what that does. Took a bit of a paste in there, to be fair. No. It's taking a bit of a whooping. Whoa. That was poor. Oh, we've got stuck again. Can't be getting stuck. I think that might be our time to shine, actually, when it does that. That is not our time to shine. It's getting angry. But patience is the key. Patience and getting splattered. It's not the key. It's not the key. Join us with the Erdtree avatar. Let's do him. Take two and run. Get out of there. And run back in. Oh, we're going to get hit here. We know we are. Oh, we did alright, actually. Going to throw some of these at us. Some shinies. Ooh. Getting angry. Yeah, see how I like these. Doesn't do anything, so he doesn't. He's fine with magic. Patience is key. We are not going to die with like half a centimetre to go. Although we can use our trusty noble seed, so let's see if we can do these in time. He's going to take them out in one. He's getting so angry. Yeah, see you later, guys. He's got... Oh, look at that. Come with fire. He's not an happy bunny. I don't know why I summoned them. Because he's not happy now. They were of no use whatsoever. Got stuck against the rock. Not done too bad here. We know he's not weak to magic, but let's give him a good go with our swords once more. Something. We should. Oh, I couldn't run fast enough. Ugh. Really? Really? I thought we completely had him. I thought we had him under control. We got well and truly Miyazaki'd right there. We can dive back in. Right, just for no, I don't want this guy popping up during the battle. So I'm going to take this guy out. Creep up behind him. Wadoosh. Zatty bye, my friend. Oh, he's dropped something. Guardian mask. Already got one of them. No matter. Where is he? There's the miner. So the Erdtree avatar. Should we take something in that is of use? No, there's nothing of use there. Do we need it, or should we just go in the battle itself? Holy grease. I reckon this guy's weak ass to fire. But we're not going to go for that. Or shall we? So we'll let him play around. No, let's just beat him. Yes. Thing is, right, when I get beat like that, I get really greedy. So I'll be like, I just want to beat him. Come on, use all that came before us. Channel our Dark Souls, our inner Dark Souls 2, our Dark Souls 3, our Bloodborne. I'm crap at Sekiro, so that doesn't matter. We got squashed then. Ugh. See, I had his moveset down to a T before. Now we're struggling. Right, he didn't like this, did he? So might help us a little bit. Take that. Absolutely smashed him. What you want? It's helping us a little bit, I suppose. Right, we know we can get him now. Boom. I've got him down to just over half health. Let's look out for those. We've not seen him do that before. Oh, that's him gathering his dust. He'll take a good swing at us. And we should be able to get in. Oh! So tense, not good for your health this game. Big swings. And away. Take us some of that. Oh, that one crushed him. Oof. Damn. And I'm getting greedy. Well done. That's how you lose fights, sir. Oh, he's pissed now. Oh, we know what this leads to. Potential killer. Keep running. Get stuck. We're screwed. Oh, he's really going for it. Triple. Ah! He got greedy. Is he going to do it again? Ah, he's done it this time. The Erdtree avatar is felled. Do we get anything for it? Probably not. We've got an opaline bubble tea. Sounds like a crap Japanese car. We shall ride it to the Atreus Plateau. Or Crimburst Crystal Tea. I think that's something to do with a wondrous physic. But we do get to use nothing now. Can we go in the air tree itself? Can we bequeath that we be allowed into the air tree? I don't think we do. It's just we've beat the boss and that's all we get. And that is what it is. So now we're going to basically try and take on what we came here for. The Sentinel. But first of all, we're going to do this little thing that we tried to do before. And spam these guys so that we can level up our faith. Yes, and then we can use better weapons. It's all good. Join us 1 hour into the stream. Welcome to Northern Undead Asylum. If you have just joined us, we are a Soulsborne-esque sort of podcast. Maybe not anymore. We discussed early in the show a little bit about PlayStation 5 a year in. We discussed about how poorly and ill I am, and how I had been, I had taken everything that Brock Lesnar takes before he goes into battle with other WWE superstars. What it took before WrestleMania, and how I am feeling like I will probably clap out on this stream. So if you've ever seen someone faint on a stream before, probably keep tuned because you may see that. We discussed a couple of the games on PlayStation 5, and then we have such been going on sort of a linear path in Elden Ring, trying to get past the Tree Sentinel of Doom that is stopping our way into the capital. On our way, we vanquished the Erdtree Avatar, and now we are going. I'm going to show you how to get some extra souls by vanquishing such beasts as the golems. These should be a little bit easier, but they're not, so they keep on doing it. And we've got 13,000 souls at stake here, so this guy better go down like he's going to a tea party. He's not gonna. I knew he was not gonna. Oh, he's fallen. He has befelled. Basically, you can come round here. Boom. See you later. And his mate doesn't seem that bothered that he's just been vanquished. So that means that basically, if you crap like me, you get to take a nice bit of refreshment, and then you dive back in. Hello to everybody that has joined the stream so far. Join us. If you want to see us go anywhere and do anything in Elden Ring, let us know. We will be wrapping up this stream once we get our arses handed to us by the Tree Sentinel, blocking our path to that first city. We will have a good go at him, and we'll try and chip away at him using the horsey, but then we will probably die, and we will jump and dive into Retro Rehab, the second part of the show. So these guys can be spammed a little bit, I think. If you've got 16,000 souls like me and you only need 1,000 to sort of level up, you can take these guys down, or they can just destroy you, which is always good. I'm going to take one of them first, and then I'm going to try and do him in the chest, and then we can not kill him in one go, which we've been trying to prove that we can, and we certainly can. So now he's going to kill us and take all of our souls, all 16,066 of them, and make us look like an idiot yet again. See, that's why no one likes this stream, because they come here expecting expert knowledge. We're called Northern Undead Asylum. You know, we kind of say on the tin that we know what we're doing. We don't know what we're doing. Right, where are my souls? I want them back, because I want those 16,000 to level up. Creepy on the guy itself. Retrieve. Right. Should we try again? To kill this guy in one go? Don't think it's possible, but whatever. Go. Fall, demon. There you go. Right, let's boom. Granted, his friend will now wake up and take us down. It's a hurt town. I knew it! I knew he was going to wake up, because we've not gone the right way around. Right, we're absolutely screwed now. So basically, if you're like me, right, what you'll do is you'll think, oh yeah, I found this amazing thing. I'm going to kind of show everyone on the channel that you can basically spam these two guys if you're kind of sitting on 16,000 souls and you need what to level up? What do we need to level up? Runes held. I haven't got a clue. Good. At least know how to level up. Yes, we need 15,662. So actually, the souls that we've got will allow us to level up. But basically, I was going to show you how you could sort of spam these two golems if you're about 1,000 souls short and get 2,500 each time. No, I've just made it look incredibly difficult, but it's not the case. I'm just terrible at this game, as was seen earlier. Is what it is. We shall level up. And we are leveling up Faith because... Is it Faith? Because I want to use this weapon that I got from killing the Weaven or whatever it's called. Magma Rims Scale Sword. So I need Faith at 18. So we need to be leveling up Faith. Just as George Michael did. He had Faith and he could use the Rim Sword. So... let's level up that Faith to 16. We're only 2 away. And then I am basically going to show you the world's worst effort at getting into this first city. You want to see a guy die over and over again? That is me. Guys, if you have any tips for this creep that is blocking my path outside of the hallowed city walls, then please let me know. So basically, I got up to this part, and he crushes me each and every single time. Which is not good. Not too good. He's making me look like a dumbass. Kind of race through here. I've taken out the 2 golems here, which, unlike them two, do not respawn. So we're pretty free to go down this way. And the Whispering Wind. One thing that kind of... it's probably a frame rate thing, to be fair. But... what surprises me about Elden Ring is that you can't make this horse go any faster. You just kind of have to appreciate the speed that you doth go at. And yes, he is my landscape gardener friend. That's Eric. He's a nice guy. Likes to fell the trees. Was once a lumberjack, but no more. Yes, you want to see something pretty bad. Yeah, I know you don't want to see something pretty bad, but you know, basically, this is how you die over and over again. To a boss. I will not defeat this boss. Let's just make that very clear. Right, so we know he kind of fires fire at us, and we can dodge that. That's all good. And then when he comes in, we can make the horse speed up, and then we can chip away at him like so. The only problem is that he will at some point get some sort of lightning thing and absolutely send me to space with it. So I can kind of hold my own for around about 5 minutes. And I don't know whether we have to use our friends... there we go. Don't want to be doing that. Whether we can use our friends, the wolves. But can't see it being of much use. Go. Right. Keep chipping away at him, but we've got absolutely no chance, just so you know. Got to stay out of the way of those. Ugh, like not like that. Right, let's see if we can get a quick Lucasade in. Right, he's gonna... Take 2 and go away. This could take a while. You shouldn't have got me then. Hitboxes on this game can sometimes be kind of frustrating. But I am also not very good at the game. Right, I got too close. Can't get that close to him. Alright, here he comes. He's going to get super annoyed now. Start brandishing his lightning in a minute. So we got... Get close enough. Oh, we're getting stuck. Got a feeling our horsey might be ready to throw us off. That was stupid. No. Horse is tough. Oh, here he comes. Right, watch. Ugh. Piss now. This is the bit. Ugh. Ugh. And I'm dead. I'm not, but... Ugh. Ugh. I need my horsey horse. I can't get my horse back. Wasn't fast enough. So that's us done, I think, with Elden Ring. We could try an effort with some friends. I think we should try it with some friends. It'd be of interest to do so. But goddamn, we sucked at that. We sucked hard. It wasn't fun. Too difficult. We got crushed. Ugh. Right, that audio seems super loud. Let's just see if there's anyone in the area that fancies a bit of a battle against our friend, the Tree Sentinel. The Tree Sentinel is going mental. No, I don't think there is. Do we have one last crack at him? We know that this guy is absolutely no use whatsoever. He turns up to the party and gets squashed in about 2 seconds. So there is no need for him at all. We could try and trip away again. And I'm sure I could get past him if I was to use something that he was weak to. But we don't really look on the internet to see what people are weak to, because it's more of finding it out. He's definitely got lightning, so he's definitely not going to be weak to lightning. And I doubt he's weak to fire. I would thought he'd be weak to, I don't know, some other element. Poison. Yes. In fact, I think I know that. I think I do know that he's weak to poison. I think that is me chatting pure lies. Right. I'll tell you what. We're going to jump straight in to a retro rehab. We shall be back in just a moment. Hello everyone and welcome back to Northern Asylum with me, GRJDwyer. We have moved on now from the Elden Ring playthrough even. And we're going to be kicking it in Retro Rehab, where we decidedly and decisively play some retro games. So welcome to Retro Rehab. If you're sticking with us, thank you very much. I hope you like the format of the show so far. If there's anything that you don't like, let us know. If there's anything that you want sticking in there, let us know. I am coming out of a pretty bad bout of a virus, which is why I just had to nip away there. So thank you for sticking with us, and why I have got what seems to be on this screen as one of the reddest faces we've seen all time, because I am absolutely full of it. I have taken everything that Brock Lesnar can throw at me, but hence why I sound like crap. Keep hydrated, innit? Got to be back in work though tomorrow. Got a big old event on. The boys at You and Me, big shout out. They're doing a 3-floor party, 3-floor rave, and I feel like death, so I'm probably just going to set up and come home and sort of rest my weary head. Playing games such as the next one that we're going to play. So, Retro Rehab will be part of the show, which will feature us playing retro games. Everything from I think we can go from like the SNES and Mega Drive right up until now, which is a game that we'll be playing today. It is a retro inspired game. It is a better cyberpunk game. In fact, I'm saying this, I've never even played it before, so I'm just kind of guessing. It's a game called ANNO Multineum. It's a game by Arrowhead that looks to me like it is of some interest, and it's a game that I've been looking forward to playing for quite some time, so I thought we'd give it a little bit of a whirl on this first edition of Retro Rehab. Still to come, my thoughts on the Batman and why my screening was completely ruined, but you will get to see me play a little bit of ANNO Multineum as we go straight into it, actually. Dive straight into Retro Rehab. We actually didn't do that, we just dived out of it. It is what it is, still getting used to the stream deck. So, this is ANNO Multineum. Retro inspired, to say the least. Highly pure energy sources revolutionise the way people live. A monument was erected inside the city in honour of this achievement. Sounds a little bit like Final Fantasy VII. We'll see how we get on. Alright, I'm just... Problems with Stream Deck at all times.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Target hit.
Be nice if that worked, but it's not going to. No. Didn't think so. Just try this in here before we get going. No. It is what it is. Nothing to be done. We move on. If you just joined the stream, welcome. This is Northern Undead Asylum, a Souls Born in its first incarnation podcast. But that is no more. We now have new segments such as Retro Rehab. We have what is coming up known as Admit 1. And we have a bunch of other stuff. While I just sort out my monitor, we'll do the intro. Nothing to be done. Is what it is. As long as you guys can hear it, just let me know if you can't. If you can't hear it, no problem. But it looks like it's working. It's just I can't get a monitor on Retro Rehab. Is what it is. So, Anime to Name. First of all, when I picked it up, it reminded me of a game that I played called Cloudpunk. I don't know if you've come across it, but it's that very much sort of 2D voxel art, 3D inspired cyberpunk game that some people seem to be using at the moment. So I've got my Daily Matters, I've got my Daily Mail, check my mail. Right. Okay, so I can't seem to do anything yet. Right. That's my map. If I press triangle, press R1. Okay, so I can use my computer. I can check my mail. Okay, so so I presume that is our first and foremost our character, Anne. Listen to your dad. Promise me you'll ask about N540 during the checkup. Dad, just stop it. I'm alright. Okay. Alright, old book arrive. Halo, there's a lovely PN for you order. Please stop by Please Don't Bookstore. There we go. And I got more info in your notes. Come back to my lab ASAP. I'm busy. Don't contact me for a while. Okay. Who's that? Ryan Flores. And that's probably the boyfriend, the old boyf. Any updates in your dad's book when you got a spare minute? Check it out. Sounds like a good reason. Okay, vacation. Oh, we don't want to save just yet. We can use the toilet. We can use the shower. Bit of 2D fluff there. Bit of 2D softy. Okay, that's Nakamura. Not Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke. I don't know that. That is a photo of me, 16 years old. I don't think I've ever... don't have many pictures of myself hanging about. Although I am vain enough to do a podcast, so there we go. Got Cyber Nico. Can I get changed at all? That looks like something I'd wear. A nice black cap. Sportswear. Right, okay. That's it. That's all we can wear today. Or change outfit. No, we can only change that one. Okay, so apartment looking pretty good. Universal control pad, very nice. Buddy, just give me a few more days. Pal, you haven't paid the rent for 2 months. It's a very nice place to. It's kind of like it. Oh, okay, right. Nice view. Oh, can we pet the cat? End game. Bad mechanic. Should be able to pet the cats. It's ridiculous that you can't. Can't go into anybody else's house. I would not say that this game is retro. I've just realised that. Although it does seem quite retro inspired. It seems quite well polished. Get out of my way. Who do you think you're talking to? It's very Cyberpunk 2077-esque, this actually. The little apartment place. I'm looking through there and I can't see anything. It's all good. Oh. First computer ever. Fuming. And we are back to where we started. So good. I think we'll have a protective umbrella because we're probably going to find a little bit of acid rain out there in the metropolis. The door is plastered with delicate. Examine. Interesting. Leave. Right, can we actually get down? Yeah. Call the lift. I think the lift is turning up. To say the least. I don't know what I expected from this game. I mean, I'm kind of liking it so far. Seems very easy to play. But yeah, Cloudpunk was a game that I really, really enjoyed, and I thought it'd be something similar to that. And so far, it's not really that similar, apart from the fact that a package has arrived. Because in Cloudpunk, basically what you do is, it's basically like an Amazon delivery service. Or Hermes, because some of the parcels don't actually make it, and some of them get put into trash cans, and some of them explode. So it is a Hermes simulator. Can we go out? I can collect another protective umbrella. We like our umbrellas. We can switch channels if we wish to do so. And good morning, Miss Anne. This looks like the laundrette. What have we got in there? So you can just open it, and that's pretty much all you can do. We are out into the metropolis. Away we go. Welcome to Not So Retro Rehab. It's actually a vision of the future as well, so, you know, not like retro at all. Okay. I presume that these guys with the things over them are people that I can talk to. Can't go that way. Emergency. No traffic. That's pretty cool. They kind of stop. Let's see if we can... That is a thing. Right, already the world building looks pretty solid. Looks pretty decent. I'm liking it. Oh, hello. Oh, another umbrella. Sweet. Keep it down, dude. Maybe. Something to get high. Yeah, we keep trying to buy drugs off you, but you're not selling them. No, I can't go that way. That's fair enough. Go for a nice brisk early morning jog even. Make our way to the gun store. Always a good place to start. It's always grand. A minty delight. No, thank you. No, I don't want to buy one. We want the weapons. Alright, sell me some weapons. Particle blade. Do we own the particle blade now? Surely I have to get some cash before I can actually do this. Buy items. Can't buy anything. Buy a grenade. It's obvious. Purchase weapons. Right. How much is that, please, sir? This is 3,500. Better do some jobs first. Standard. We knew that'd be the case. Yep. So we can't get any weapons yet. Let's move on. Pretty slow actually so far. Although we are only around about 10 minutes in, so no, can't walk that way either. That's the way it is. Will you be? I will indeed. Okay. Right, fair enough. I suppose we could. We could always come back and revisit Retro Rehab. If you want my... Okay. Nathan, you want... Okay, if you're kind of looking forward to the my thoughts on the Batman, then we can dive in there pretty much straight away, and we can always come back to Retro Rehab, right? So Retro Rehab we will shall return to after... Yeah, okay, right, fair enough. That's sound. I shall see you when I admit one. Hello all, and welcome to Admit One. We dive straight out of Retro Rehab there at the request and bequest of Nathan, who wanted to get my thoughts on the Batman and why I had my screening ruined We will go back to Retro Rehab later on. Yeah, it's not a bad shout, that, actually, Nathan. So Nathan is suggesting that basically the format of the show should follow basically the segments that we said we were going to do. So we have we've kind of chatted about PlayStation 5 and the things that it's been great for, and then we can kind of dive into the movie films part of it and the comic book part of it. I've got some comics to kind of talk about in the Grand Archives, but then we do the gaming after. So then if you come for the game, you can watch it afterwards. But if you come for the actual meaty, nitty-gritty, nutty-butty of the episode, the old style Northern Undead Asylum, then we can kind of smash through it at first. So that's not actually a bad shout. That's not a bad shout at all. This is the very first in the new format of Northern Undead Asylum. So we take your comments very seriously. And thank you very much for them, for that one, Nathan. We will actually now dive into Admit 1. And tell you all about my experience with the Batman. So I managed to catch the Batman finally. For someone that likes to talk about movies, this was a bit silly. I didn't get to catch it up until this point. But as a Batman fan, I loved it. I thought it was excellent. I am certainly with the scores and scores and scores of people that thoroughly enjoyed The Batman. I did think it was a great triumph. I thought it was shot extremely well. I thought the story was paced and done with care and consideration for the Batman universe and for the comics that have come before it. I also thought it considered the films that have come before it. I thought the characters were great. In particular, obviously Robert Pattinson's Batman, Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman, and of course Colin Farrell's Penguin. And of course the Riddler himself. The villain was unbelievably scary. Andy Serkis there actually as well. In fact, do you know what? The whole cast was absolutely fantastic. I didn't have really any problems with anybody in the cast as of yet. I thought it was exceptional. What soured my viewing? And this is what I came to talk to you about today, because no one needs to hear a Batman review, right? Everyone's reviewed the Batman. Everybody's heard their thoughts here. And ultimately, it's up to you whether you like it or not. You don't need me to tell you. You don't need anyone to tell you. But I wanted to talk about a particular subject that soured my viewing of the Batman. Attention. Not to detail. Not to scores. Not to setting. Just people's attention. I sat in a cinema, right? A place where many other people had paid to purchase a ticket and go see a public screening of a film. And it was completely wrecked by people that had literally no attention span whatsoever. Now, I'm not calling people out, because that is, you don't do that. But where has the art of the love of film gone? Like, I think I know why it is, right? And I think I've hit the nail on the head. In the current sort of climate, generation, whatever you want to call it, there are a lot of people that cannot hold their attention for 2 hours and 56 minutes to watch a film. It's almost an impossibility. And I seem to go with the works do night out with those people. I had a person sat to the left of me that I mean, I was willing to stand up and say, dude, I will buy your food for a month if you just stop eating. Like, the guy was rustling, crunching, you know, he was slurping. And maybe I get too annoyed at these things. But if I've paid money to go and watch a film and I'm sitting in an auditorium with people, let's all have some common decorum. You know, let's all try and enjoy the film the best we can. Appreciating the people that are around us. No. These guys could not give two, like, at all. What I'm going to do is I've bought this popcorn, therefore I'm going to eat it, and I'm going to eat all the crisps that I came with, and the variety of bizarre smelling, I think it might have been protein shake or something, that he was guzzling down. slurping down, should I say. And if you're in that screening with me and you are watching this now, then, you know, because no, you were bang out of order. And then I had a lady sat to the right of me who could not keep off her phone. Like, I am fair enough if you're not enjoying the film, right? Maybe you're finding it a little bit boring. Nah, you don't start swinging on your phone. You know, oh, let's take a photo of the screen of the film that I'm saying that I'm enjoying because I think it might make me look a little bit more cultured. You're not cultured. About as cultured as an Easter egg. Like, no. It was... You didn't have any interest in the film. You didn't have any interest in the people that were sat around you. All you were there to do is get a photo. Here's a photo. Don't turn up to another film screening. Ever. Because... you just want to watch Netflix. You want to be able to pause it, and you want to be able to rewind, and you want to be able to fast forward and skip the bits that you don't like, and you want to pause the bits with Robert Pattinson's bum showing. No. Just don't come to an auditorium. Don't come to a cinema. And these are the people that are going to ruin film. Because honestly, I came out of that pictures thinking, you know what, I wish I would have just watched it on DVD. And I did. I purchased it on the David, and it's not arriving for another month, but I will be watching that on my own and enjoying it in the comfort of my own home. I will keep going to the cinema, and I will not people like that. I will not let people like that sour my enjoyment. I want to go and see The Northman. Those guys are in there watching The Northman, or they're in there watching Morbius, or Everything All at Once. Royal Rumble time. Excuse me, still not well. Royal Rumble time. You're going down. I'm not sitting through another movie film with you. Not a fucking chance in a million years. And that is why my the Batman screening was ever so slightly soured, to say the least. Love the film. Got far too distracted. Was well out of the moment. The last time I experienced something like that, I'd actually been to see Blade Runner 2047. Had an amazing experience. So much so I was like, I want to go and see that film again. Definitely, I think your first impressions of film, who you're with, where you are, and what's going on. Because the second time I watched that film, even though I wanted to watch it, I watched it third, fourth, and maybe fifth time and enjoyed it just as much as the first time. The second time I went to go and watch it was appalling. Couldn't hear it. There was a mouse running around. Love mice, but maybe not when I'm trying to watch a film. You know, we were the only ones in the cinema. There we go. So it's all about who you are, who you're with, where you're at, and the atmosphere around you. That definitely, in my opinion, can sour a film. I went to go and watch Dune. The first time I saw it was too quiet. I actually found it a little bit boring. Went to go and see it the second time in IMAX. Loved it. Also, I knew what was coming, so I could just kind of chill. And by that time, I'd kind of read a little bit of the book. So I had a little bit more of an idea about it. That's Admit One. I just wanted to come on here and rant about how the Batman screening was completely soured by some inconsiderate people. Some villains. Some super villains that came to the cinema and